Hello, and welcome to another replay from the Groom Tanker. Today I got a match. It's been some time since I last uploaded something. Been very busy, and apart from that I had some issues with my previous computer. My late computer, so to speak. It deceased, it died, it's dead, it's gone. I got a new one, supposedly slightly better graphics and everything. And so yeah, it was time for another upload. In this battle I'm playing T49, the famous derp scout. I'm in a tier 10 battle, obviously, and not a lot of tier 10s, so that's kind of okay. And well, not particularly strong or weak teams. Some good players on both sides, some bad ones. T49, of course, the derp scout. Not the most accurate of guns. And you have to adjust to that. I know a lot of people who don't like the T49 a lot. I'm thinking if you want to play this tank pretty much like any other light tank or scout, yeah, you're soon gonna learn that that's not really gonna work. So normally what I do is I'm gonna, the first half of the battle, I'm gonna keep my distance and snipe for as far as that's possible. And the latter part of the battle, I'm gonna sort of prey on the weak and wounded. In this battle I'm not doing that so much. I'm moving forward to this corner, which is a nice little corner, so long as they don't push you. I have a trade with the Wuju. And tier 9 heavy. Do pretty much the same sort of damage to each other. 260, 257. And he decides to ignore me, furthermore, so I can get to do another 306 damage. Which is a good trade. And even though they know I'm here and I'm spotted, they don't engage. So, yeah, well, then I'm just gonna pop up and derp huge HE shells in the side of an IS-7, for instance. Now, any tier 8 light could pen the side of an IS-7 to finish him off here, but you could easily bounce as well. Not so much with a derp gun. This gun, if it fires at something and it can't pen, it will still do, most of the times, do something like 250 to 300 damage, which is nice. I remember once I played a game when I was doing a one-on-one, doing a peekaboo game with an E100, and he continuously missed his shots because I was getting away too fast. And somehow my shells all connected, and every shot I took away this 250, 300 sort of damage from him, and I eventually, after a lot of shots, I actually killed him. That's the sort of duel that you can win with this one, and you cannot win with any other tank, so that's why I like it so much. The derp gun, it can troll you. You can have games where you can fire as many times as you want. You will never connect a single shell. But that's definitely not going to be a game I'm going to showcase on this channel. So after my initial spotting and damage done on the left side in the bottom left corner of this map, which is pretty much always with the heavies, I saw that they were going towards our base through the 9 line. Decided to come back, take a few shots in the middle. Now I've noticed this lone AMX-30, and this is what T49s love. Medium tanks, no armor, slightly alone, and with a health pool that might mean I can take him out in one shot. So move forward. I'm kinda lucky I didn't get spotted here, which gives me the time to aim and take him out. Well, their FV is still here, so considering going forward, taking another shot, but I need to be loaded first. And he gets taken care of. Yep. So it's 8-4. The score is going well. Kind of cleaning up nicely here. So I'm gonna do my part, because cleaning up is what I do. Centurion action 10, tier 10 medium, good armor, 262 health. Boom. Not even fully aimed, but if you have a good game, then these shells are gonna connect too, and 262 damage is what you always get if you hit an enemy tank with these shells. And this is also what I like about this tank. What you see me do here is this gun. It is huge. It's a high caliber gun. Of course, it's only HE, so if you want to do full damage, you need to pen, and there's like a lot of shots where you don't. But it is still a huge gun, and it can make a difference. And what you can see me do here is move to a completely different side of the map, really easy. Really fast. It is a light tank after all, with good camo values. Also, I need to also say I've got a good crew in this one. I'm like 84% on the 4th skill, because I put the first females I got out of the personal missions I put in here. So it's 4 girls with the Sisterhood of Steel. And this is just a good crew, so that kind of helps. Everything that you need to be fast and aim fast and shoot fast and have high camo and stuff like that, everything's in here. So I'm right now just kind of cautious here, because I was expecting their RT might be here. The tier 9 batchat, of course, has been taken care of. Has been spotted already. Now the Yak Tiger is last seen at D7. He's probably going to be still there, because it's not really that fast. The tier 10 batchat RT is a fast RTP, so it can be anywhere. Which means I am, well, being the fastest one in my team, I have the biggest chance of actually finding him. Being very cautiously here, because if he's around the corner, ready to shoot at me, then I'm screwed. If he's pre-aimed, and I'm not, he's not here. One of my HE shells in batchat RT will finish him. One of his HE shells in me, it'll finish me. So we both have horrendous aim times, but he could be in a bush pre-aimed at a position where I'm coming. Yeah, and I'd be screwed. So all I can do is minimize the chances of actually turning up where he is pre-aimed, or be lucky enough that he's not even looking my way. And there he is, not looking my way. And that is it. End of the battle. So let's take a look at the results of this battle. Yeah, second class mastery badge. Bruiser. I get bruisers pretty much every single game you play in this thing, so long as you hit a couple of shells. Yeah, they're huge HE shells, so you're always doing damage. Also, one thing that you pretty much always damage is tracks of the enemy tanks. So there are a number of personal missions in which you have to track your enemy tanks and then do damage yourself or let your teammates do damage. If you happen to have a T49, play that one, because as soon as you hit anywhere near the enemy tank, it'll blow their tracks off, and that'll help you for that mission. Fighter, of course, for doing 4 kills, fire for effect. And yeah, killed 4 tanks. Of course, keep in mind, being an tier 8 light tank. I took out a tier 9 medium, tier 10 arty, tier 10 heavy, and a tier 10 medium. It is actually kind of easy to do that in the T49 when they're low health, which they were. Because what you do is being a dickhead, preying on the weak and wounded. Team score, highest XP, which is good. Fired a total of 7 shots, of which 6 connected. Tend to have worse results than this, because when I play it normally and I do long range sort of sniping, derp shells with low velocity and the horrible accuracy of this gun, you tend to miss a lot. And in this battle I fired close to pretty much close range, actually. Centurion shot was a little bit further away. Then you tend to connect every single shell. Did a total of 1737 damage, which was kind of okay. I think it was actually within the team pretty high as well. Let's see. Yeah, came 4th on damage done. Tier 8 in a tier 10 game, not too bad. So yeah, not a lot of spotting going on, not a lot of damage assistance. I usually don't do a lot of that because I'm like long range sort of abusing other people's spotting, and then in the end I'll just finish off whatever I find. There's not a lot of damage assistance in there. I kinda expected it should have been a little bit higher in this battle, considering the first spots I got off on that first position in the bottom left corner with the heavies pulling in there, but since the rest of my team, pretty much all of them, or at least a lot of them, were also there, I guess they did spotting there. Nice amount of credits altogether, a nice amount of XP as well. So, my thoughts about the T49. Yeah, I love it. I love it a lot. There's a good reason I put a really solid crew in there. I just like it. It has to fit your play style. You don't play this tank like any other light tank. You have to be more cautious. It has to sort of fit you. I was thinking about that. I forgot the name, but there's this Olympic sport where you have to ski for kilometers, and then you have this gun on your back. You need to do some sharp shooting, which is like impossible for anyone who's not trained properly, because you're out of breath and shaking and whatnot, so there's no possibility you can aim properly. T49 plays a little bit like that, because it has a derp gun that's similar to like KV-2 or any of the Japanese tanks. These tanks are so slow, and then you get to a certain point and then it aims slow, and then the shell goes towards its target slow. So that's kind of easy to... That way of firing is kind of easy to adapt to with the gameplay of the tank itself. This one rockets to a certain position, and if you feel like you can rocket your shot off, that's going to miss every single time. That's not going to work. So what you need to do is you need to rocket to a certain position, then cool and calm, take the time to aim if you need to, take that shot and move away. You need to be a complete and total asshole in this tank for it to work. Like I was saying, first half of the battle, snipe if you can, let others do the spotting, don't be a scout, just hang back, do the damage you can, assist in that way, pretty much like an RT, and the shells you fire it's pretty much RT shells that you're firing anyway, so be a maneuverable RTPs hidden in the bushes, lob some shells over towards enemy positions, and wait until you get into a position where you can start to harvest what's left, when you can do like one shots, and then you can get an amazing amount of kills. It's pretty much like what I did in this battle at the end with the AMX-30 and the Centurion, just harvesting. If you're a complete asshole and a douchebag, much like me, T49's for you. just be calm if you can, think about what you're doing, give it the time, get a good crew in there as well, and all the equipment that you need to get it to fire as fast as you can, aim as fast as you can, stuff like that. So yeah, it's an awesome tank, and I hope you enjoyed this replay. There's more to follow now that I've got a better computer. Probably gonna upload a little more clips. So I hope you stick around. Like this video if you have any questions or whatever. Just leave a message, a reply, and yeah, I hope you like this. Anyway, see you again soon. Later. Bye.